1. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. It is time for the day that we've all been waiting for. I've got a new mic. I have a VTuber now, and we are playing the game that we have been waiting for 2 months to finally get out and play. Please do excuse if the VTuber looks kind of funny and all that. I am still relatively new to VTubing. But I did get all the setup. A big shout out to my best friend Bluebell. He helped me get all the setup, and I already see someone in chat. Hello, Boxer Fox. Welcome.
Hi.
I got, of course, Pabs, Fen, and Ziggy with us, and we are beginning the brand new Ace Attorney Investigations collection. I am so freaking excited. So I'm just gonna I just want to say for the record, I have not played these games before, unlike the original trilogy, which is just like a little replay session for me. But I have never played them. I have never played these games. So I'm going into this probably, I'd say, about 85 to 90% blind. There are some things I do know, but for the most part, I do not know the story. I know, of course, the protagonist is my man at Miles Edgeworth. And I know some of the other characters who are going to be making an appearance in this game. So without further ado, let's finally begin.
September is a very new game indeed. Yeah.
Yep.
It's been a long time coming.
Alright, let's go. Start from episode 1, Turnabout Visitor.
So you can see Edgeworth's a lot more careful because he didn't poke himself with the needle this time.
That's good.
Yep.
Yeah, he's more careful.
Yep. Let's go. Oh boy, I can't believe this is finally happening.
Let's do it then.
Let's go.
In this game, is Miles Edgeworth still a
We will find that out, shall we?
Yep. Oh, I already got an achievement. Holy crap! Because I have the new. Oh yeah, because of the new HD sprites.
Oh.
We're doing the new HD sprites. Yeah, that makes much sense.
All right. It's the day that Krabs fries. To make sure the defendant is found guilty. What other choice do I have? That's the job of the prosecutor, after all.
That may be true. Oh, this is oh.
I go this far.
But this is Edgeworth. This is the first time they talk.
Sorry, maybe I wasn't clear enough, but a guilty verdict is all that matters to me. No matter what the cost. Oh!
Oh!
We don't know.
Oh my god. I didn't think the stakes would be this high right off the bat. I'm a prodigy among prosecutors. Always have been, always will be. I have a feeling he might be getting a different voice actor though, so. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get someone else for it, but you just read that bit because of that.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Oh my gosh, these graphics look amazing. Like, I've seen screenshots.
Don't bite again. Let's do it.
Let's go. All right.
Here.
It's hard to believe that I've been away from my office for a whole month. Hey, it's not that bad. I'll just leave it be for now. I hope Detective Gumshoe has been keeping an eye on my office and keeping it clean.
You might have, like, someone else does that bit up.
The door is unlocked. Detective Gumshoe? What's this smell? It's very familiar. Blood?
Oh, the music.
Yeah, that's from the original game, original trilogy as well. What the? Oh! What? What's the meaning of this?
Freeze.
Identify yourself.
Identify yourself. Shut up.
You've got some nerve committing murder in a prosecutor's office.
I didn't do it. The gun did it. See?
Is that a threat? Let me make one thing very clear.
What?
No one gets away with committing murder in my office. No one.
Well, it's gonna be kind of hard because I already shot him.
Whoop-a-doo!
Bye.
And then he just leaves.
My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor in my local district. Little did I know that upon my return home after a month abroad, I would be thrusted into a multitude of cases in some very frantic and busy days. Gosh, everything looks so good! These sprites! I swear.
You look shorter. Does everyone look just shorter than they should be?
A little bit chibier.
Yeah.
Okay. Ben, you wanna...
Yeah, Ben, you do that.
I finished photographing the victim's body, sir.
Very well. Please continue your investigation.
Yes, sir.
Ah, yes, no crime here.
Oh! Gumshoe already.
Edgeworth, sir, are you okay, sir?
Okay, I actually was considering handing Gumshoe over to someone else because this is kind of a new game. Of course, if Starwing does come in, I'll have him do it, but I want to see how other people do as Gumshoe, really so I'll have you do Gumshoe for now, Pabs.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. I really like it doing him too. Oh, let me do it again. Miss Edgeworth, sir, are you okay, sir?
Also, for the record, check this out. This is gonna be
we have a
very
log now.
Yep.
Yay.
Yep. This will be This is gonna be glad just in case I accidentally hit the button or if a line automatically skips. And we already have a follower, Alex Gwertherin. I hope I pronounced that right. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on into the Orange Heart Tribe. Hope your day is going good.
Yeah, I got
Good. Keep it down, detective. This is a crime scene.
When I heard that murder was taking place in your office, I ran out here straight away.
This is Detective Gumshoe. He is a detective with the local precinct, and the one they assigned to handle this murder case for the time being, and pretty much every other case that we are always in.
I do not have free time. You're looking a little pale, sir. Are you hurt?
Right.
No, I'm perfectly fine. However, I will...
What they did to your office, it's totally trashed.
I'll say, the culprit sullied my floor with dirt rather well. No one gets away with tracking mud into my office.
Whoa. Sounds like you're getting really burned up over the whole thing.
This crime was committed in my office, so it is my responsibility to solve it.
Oh, that's just like you, Edgeworth. Okay, time to do some investigating.
Agreed. Our first course of action is to gather relevant facts and leads. We must not overlook anything, no matter how small, if we are to find the truth. So I'll keep any leads or information we find etched in the forefront of my mind. Speaking of things that...
shirt.
Hello, welcome on into the stream. Hope you're doing well. Speaking of things that pique my curiosity, why of all places did the murder occur in my office? Crime scene in my office. Is it really a coincidence that the murder took place in my office? Probably not. I get the nagging feeling that this is something important to keep in mind.
Yeah, I was wondering that myself, sir. I mean, you can't really say it's just a coincidence, can you?
No, not really. Another new follow, Silvershy0444. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Orange Heart Tribe. Hope you're doing well.
That's my sister.
Ah, okay.
Very good, very good.
No, not really, especially because of this.
The key to your office?
For security reasons, this office's door has a lock built into it.
What do you mean, sir?
If you think about it carefully and use logic, it should become clear to you.
Logic?
By finding the connection between two pieces of information and connecting them, new information is born. That is the end result of using logic.
So, how do you use it?
First, I recall the information I've gathered with Q, and then I connect them together with T. Oh, well, that's Because, anyways.
You sound bothered. What's up?
Yeah, I just dragging the window. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Ah, yes, like a chessboard, Mr. Edgeworth. Exactly. Now,
We're not at
to
2
use
yet. We're not there yet.
now to use the left bumper and recall the facts. Thank you so much, Pigeon. Welcome on into the stream, buddy. All right.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. Oh, the left trigger also works. Good.
Logic.
Yep. All right, so...
Boom.
Alright, and connect. Ah, another achievement. For security reasons, all prosecutors' doors are outfitted with locks, which means it would have been hard for the murderer and the victim to get in here. Ergo, it's impossible to dismiss the location of this crime as mere coincidence.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking, sir.
There must be a reason why someone infiltrated my room. Alright, what was the killer after? Why did this happen in my office? What was the killer after? Mainly lurk because I'm playing Minecraft Zombies before I go to sleep. Thank you so much, Pigeon. Thanks for coming in. Alright. Alright.
You're really on the ball today, Mr. Edgeworth. That's some beautiful logic, sir.
Yes,
A
well...
key goes into a door. I didn't know that.
Well, when you follow leads to their conclusion, only the truth remains. However, if the information doesn't line up properly, I may stray far from the truth as well. Okay, so that's how the penalty bar works in this game. Good to know. But if I think carefully and before piercing leads together, the logic should flow. Well, let's get started with our investigation, shall we?
Yes, sir.
Begin investigation. Let's go. Ah, yes, I actually used this song in one of my videos. Alright.
Basic of any good investigation is to examine everything, sir.
I know that, and when I want to examine something, I simply use A when I'm next to it.
I use B most of the time. Oh, and if you ever feel lost and want to just talk, just use the Y button, okay?
You see, Gumshoe, have you ever played chess? You take each piece on the board and flick it at the opponent while breaking and eating their pieces. Logically, the most optimal way to play chess.
We're not there yet. I'll give you great precise advice as an ace investigator, sir.
Something to try later if I have free time, I suppose. Alright, so let's take a look. Okay, that's chessboard.
Ouch, they even knocked over your chess deck. I had it all set up for you when you got back. I figured we could play a few games.
I had no idea you were interested in chess.
I'm actually pretty good at checkers, so I thought I'd give chess a try.
In that case, I suppose I could set some time aside after we solve this case. Though I don't expect the games to tax my mental acuity much.
Aww.
Alright.
Yeah.
They finished photographing the body, so it should be alright to examine this area. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Okay.
So, I'm going to assume that.
What do we have here?
Hey, I think I've seen one of these before.
It's a police badge, detective. You have one.
I do? Oh, hey, I have the exact same thing, actually. What a coincidence.
Let's take a look inside. Mr. Buddy Faith. It would appear that our victim was a detective just like you. Alright. Bring his badge. Yep. Alright. Ooh, that's a bloody hand. Let's see here. There's blood all over his lower abdominal area.
Looks like the bullet passed clean through his stomach area, sir.
In other words, he was shot.
Yep, and the autopsy's done. I don't think we'll know much more than that.
Please do regular updates, detective. Thank you. Please have the body sent to the morgue.
promises.
The morgue once they're done processing the crime scene. Mr. Edgeworth, are you sure the horsey is meant to jump to any space like that? Alright, crime scene notes jotted down in the organizer.
Right there. There's a clue.
Oh, definitely.
Are you...
Are you going to be okay with keeping track of the evidence we find, sir?
Of course. This is the safest way I know to keep track of it all.
Alright, if you say so. I just don't know how much your brain can actually fit all this stuff. Your ear only goes up so high.
My brain is good, Detective. Thank you very much. I keep all the evidence I find at either in or with my organizer. When I want to re-examine a piece, I have but to press the right bumper to open my organizer. But the organizer isn't only for evidence. I keep people's profiles on hand in it too. Probably a good idea to make a habit of checking the facts often. Oh, that looks so cool! Like it's like a little book. I didn't expect that. That's nice.
Nice. That's so much better than like a one entire line of it there.
Yeah, this is nice.
Prosecutor's badge.
Looks a lot more organized now.
Yep, and I am intending to present this badge to everyone I meet. So, yeah.
Much like, right?
Well, why does it
what's
say...
the thing behind him, though?
There's books. Your files all over the floor, sir.
They probably fell during the struggle between the victim and his killer. Ooh, okay.
Oh, I tried so hard to keep this place spotless while you were away. I mean, I just rendered all this time and effort I put into it pointless.
I don't recall ever asking you to clean my room.
Well, I watered the flowers every day, just like you requested, sir. I just added cleaning to the list as a weekend special.
For about half a day
For about half a day every Saturday, I'd come in and clean the place until it sparkled.
Does he have a life?
No, but I want my nickel back that you took out of my salary that one time.
No, wait, go back. The thing behind him!
Yeah, he wrote something.
There's something written on the books.
Oh, I already checked this area earlier, but it never hurts to take another look. Whoa.
I don't believe it. I packed those files on these shelves so tight that not even an earthquake could make them fall off. But just look at them.
Evidence? I thought that was just a strawberry jelly. I know hunger and driving sleep and be pretty angry and sleepy.
I thought the guy just liked ribs. At this rate, the rest of the files won't be able to withstand an earthquake at all.
A problem to be sure. Well, once the investigation's over, we'll just put them back up on the shelf. Oh, you're not even gonna... Wow, okay. Oh, that's, wait a minute, that's...
Anyway, key set?
Yeah.
Or ladder? I think it's ladder.
That's a step ladder, sir.
Well, it's a good thing my Steel Samurai doll was spared any harm. Yo, do we have any Steel Samurai fans in the chat?
Yo!
Speaking of which, I still haven't actually sat down and watched any of that show.
Wow, Gumshoe.
What's it about again?
Well, I don't know much about it myself, but the hero of the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Old Tokyo, is the Steel Samurai, and his goal is to defeat the evil magistrate. It's a show geared towards kids. However, its high production values and riveting plot draws in a number of adults as well. Spin-offs like Pink Princess, Warrior of Little Old Tokyo, and The Nickel Samurai, along with the deluge of merchandise, and even a new stage show, gives it presence.
You sure know a lot. Are you sure you're not some sort of rabbit fanboy?
Of course not! Not anyone that keeps up with society knows at least this much. And that conversation lasted longer than expected. Let us return to the investigation.
I'm personally more a fan of the Jammin' Ninja, sir. Ah, watch out for the teacup fragments there, sir.
Oh, I didn't notice those. That killer's going to pay this tea set.
Yuck! You're really mad over all this.
This tea set is very dear to my heart and can only be bought in England. It costs more than your whole month's paycheck.
Not again. What?
That face, though!
Now I feel like the killer wasted one of my monthly paychecks. A whole 10 nickels.
Is this yet another batch of fresh flowers?
Must have come with a card attached every month like clockwork for you. Yep. Speaking of that, let's see what's on the card this month, sir. All will be resolved. Wendy.
Oh, Miss Irony, how painful are thy...
You can just call me Grandma.
How painful are thy thorns.
Wendy, isn't that the name of that old lady with the wangy voice that's stalked?
That's enough, Detective. You need not remind me any further.
As he is.
I just noticed a gun here.
Maybe we should talk.
What have we here? Could this perhaps be the murder weapon? If so, it would mean that the killer made their escape after disposing of their gun here.
I think I've seen one of these before.
Care to enlighten me as to where?
Oh, I know. I was issued the exact same model. I think.
Detective, I don't really like guns. Oh.
I don't really like guns all that much. I mean, they're really dangerous. But now that I think about it, do you see that model around the precinct a lot, sir? I don't use mine much, except in emergencies, so that's why I didn't recognize it.
So it's the same type of revolver as the ones used by this precinct's detectives. So this must have belonged to the victim, like 100%. I seem to have gathered a few pieces of pertinent information. Now to calmly use some logic and figure out if any of them are connected to each other.
Oh, you also forgot to talk to that cop guy.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that here. I also need to check this out. It's the King of Prosecutors trophy.
Oh, it's your trophy of the Knight of Prosecutors, right?
King of Prosecutors, and it's not a trophy. It's a shield. They
only send this to the winning prosecutor, right?
Yes, but I have no real interest in the perceived worth of other people. As for my own worth, that is something only I can determine for myself.
That's so slick, sir. I'm gonna have to try saying that sometime.
Yes, Steel Samurai reminds me of my other show of interest, Ponytown Mysteries. The Gen 4 ended Gen 5. Doesn't seem promising. I've never heard of that show. I don't know, for real. Unfortunately for him, his monetary worth is tied directly to his worth for me. Alright,
really,
Mr. Forensics guy. How is it coming along?
Please. I need absolute science. Fingerprint lifting is a delicate art. Well,
I never.
What about the other guy?
Yeah, there you are. Do you have anything to report? Ziggy, do you want to just voice this cop briefly?
Yes.
Yeah, I can. Sir, yes, sir. Nothing out of the ordinary right now, sir. And yet, there's something out of the ordinary right in front of my eyes.
Talk about a contradiction.
Something out of the ordinary, huh? I should look around a bit more. Alright, let's use some logic. So it's clear that the revolver belonged to the victim. I'm pretty sure of it. Alright, let's go.
Well,
bingo! The revolver, the standard model used by detectives. Could it have belonged to our recently departed? Detective Gumshoe, could you please thoroughly check the victim's body one more time?
yes, sir. On it now, sir. Excuse me, pal. Let's see. What do we got here? Mr. Edgeworth, sir. The guy's wearing a gun holster.
So it appears that our killer somehow managed to take the victim's gun from him.
Or he ate his gun.
Aha.
it is a very hot...
Let's see what else you can find out about this
sir.
revolver.
As I always say, you gotta look really carefully at each piece of evidence. Use RS to rotate an object, and I'll rotate it for you. There's no such thing as a bad angle. Use LB and RB to zoom in and out and get at the nitty-gritty.
Okay.
Yes, just...
Alright,
there we go. I think I'll just move it. Yeah, okay. Can't even move it anymore, sir? No, okay.
It only looks like one round was fired from this.
Wow. So the killer killed the victim with just one shot after wrestling the gun from him. Sounds like the guy knew how to handle a gun, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
We have no proof for now, but that is a distinct possibility.
That's you.
I guess this is all we're going to find out. We should send the body to Uh-oh.
Whoever this is,
Oh! Bro literally shoved Gumshoe, what?
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, let me get...
Jim! Why? Oh, why? How could this have happened to a guy like you?
Are you alright? Oh, he put his hand on his shoulder, that's awesome!
Don't touch me! Leave me alone! Just let me be!
Sorry, but I can't do that. The investigation is still ongoing, so please refrain from touching the body.
The body? The body? Don't talk about him like he's just some lump of flesh or something! Look at him! Jim looks like he's just turned in for the night!
Sure, just in a bloodstained suit, pal. Animations, yay!
Yeah.
Oh, where are my manners?
Aren't you that prosecutor?
Why, yes. Why, yes, I am. I'm Jacques Portsman.
Jacques.
Prosecutor.
Jacques.
Oh,
Jacques.
Jacques Portsman. Prosecutor. Jim here was my partner in crime busting.
I'm Miles Edgeworth, and like you, I am also a prosecutor.
Detective. Richard Gumshoe, sure.
So you're Miles Edgeworth. I guess this is your office.
Yes, that is correct.
Then it was you! You're the one who killed him!
Hey, don't go jumping to conclusions, pal. Just calm down, okay?
I will not! I know how things work around here. High Prosecutor's office doors all have locks built into it that have locks built into it. And only the owner of the office has the key to his or her own office door.
That is correct. However, I was not the one who killed your partner.
Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth has been overseas on a business trip the whole time, pal. And the key to the door was with me the entire time, okay? So the only one who could get in here was me. Wait, that... I'm not sure what that means.
So it's you then! You're Jim's killer! You're the one who killed him!
No way, pal, you got it all wrong.
Everyone calm down. Mr. Portsman, correct? If you are a real prosecutor, you should know to stay collected. The investigation has only just begun. Isn't it too early to be drawing conclusions?
Alright, I get the point. You're right, my mistake. I tend to get a little too hot-headed sometimes. You sure are one cool customer, though, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard all the rumors about you. You're the great genius prosecutor, people say. You're something of a legend, you know? Anyway, let's call a truce and work together, okay? Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal?
A pleasure to work with you.
You guys were conducting your investigation, right? Sorry for barging in like that. Carry on then. It's your room after all.
Thank you, I intend to.
I just want a little more time to say goodbye to Jim. You there! Sir!
Oh.
I want you to capture the scene on film for me.
Oh wait, alright.
Oh wait.
I'll get it. Hang on.
Okay, thank you.
Alright.
Right. My final farewell to my partner Jim.
I should probably give them some space. That history feature is just so handy, I swear. Alright, we can check this now.
So handy.
Yeah, it's gonna be in the Apollo Trilogy 2 to top it all off, so...
Oh, we can look at this. Ah, your jacket's there. What's it doing on the floor?
It must have fallen off the wall when the killer tried to threaten me by firing a round.
So the killer not only shot the victim, but they shot your jacket as well? They dared to shoot the ultra special jacket that you made your prosecutorial debut in? Well, if they had shot through it, it would have been a disaster.
It's not worth getting worked up over, Detective. Not when there's something more here.
Huh? Like what?
I take it you haven't noticed it yet, Detective. There is a giant contradiction right here in front of us.
Really?
Yep, I already know what it is. This is an easy one. Did I say contradiction? He must be rubbing off on me. I'm starting to sound like him. But I have my own methods, and I will conduct this investigation my way. When the scene before me contradicts a piece of evidence or seems off, that's when my detective skills come into play.
Deductive.
First, I have to find the spot that holds the contradiction. It's the bullet hole.
Oh, bullet.
This is it. This bullet hole is where the contradiction lies. When I spot something that's off, I should point my cursor at it and press Y with conviction. When I have found sufficient proof to prove the contradiction, I present it. This is how I do things. It's because only one shot was fired.
There should be 2.
Yeah. Eureka! Eureka! This bullet hole is the contradiction.
What do you mean, sir?
It's elementary. 2 shots were fired in this room. The first felled the victim, and the second felled this frame.
Hey, that's right.
However, this gun was only fired once,
Hey, that's true too.
which means that one of these 2 bullets was fired from a different gun. Did the killer have another gun prepared for tonight? I think we have 4.
By the way, I noticed something, sir.
Yes?
What's that thing sticking out from behind the frame?
Ah, that. It's a secret safe.
A secret safe? Oh, I smell money.
I'll spare us the trouble and just say it. Nothing like what you're imagining is inside. Now, if you could kindly move this frame out of the way.
It looks so good. Roger that. Achoo! Achoo! Talk about dusty.
I suppose that's what happens when I'm not here to dust it once in a while.
I had no idea there was a safe here, or I'd kept it clean for you, sir. So when did you put the thing in?
It wasn't something I had installed personally. Every prosecutor's office has one.
Really? I had no idea.
Well, only prosecutors are supposed to have knowledge of their existence.
So what's inside, Mr. Edgeworth?
Right now, nothing. We only use them to store especially important evidence when a trial is in session.
That's it. Talk about squashing my hopes and dreams. Looking for extra 5 nickels.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
You mean like that dust?
Now this is odd.
Found something, sir?
This keypad, don't you find it to be a little too clean?
Yeah, there's a thick layer of dust all around it, but not on the keypad itself.
You there, the forensic scientist.
Yes, sir.
Could you please dust this area for fingerprints?
You got it, sir. Find, let alone lift, a single print. Looks like it was wiped down well.
Alright. As I thought. It appears that logic is the only way around this setback. So the killer was clearly after something. Alright. Time to rationally and calmly connect the dots with the information we have.
Alright, what we got?
Alright. So,
The killer's goal. Or... We have four things. So we can connect 2 ideas. Okay.
I have a feeling... Yeah, let's see what this is. See if this is it. Oh, I'm on a roll!
Nice.
I believe I have figured out what the murderer was after.
Oh, what was it, sir?
The fact that the safe was wiped clean of fingerprints suggests that the criminal had at least attempted to open my safe, making the culprit's motive for breaking and entering theft, I believe. I wonder if knowing that the motive behind this break-in was theft changes what the other pieces of information can tell me about this crime. Okay. Okay. So, it has to be either of these 2.
To be theft?
Okay.
That makes sense.
Well, let's...
A reason for another struggle would be...
Alright, I'm just gonna quickly get a save going here.
We want to make sure our record's a little more clean. Yep, just put it wherever.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
got a picture, so we'll know where we are.
Okay. Alright, let's try it. Alright.
I'd say the signs of a struggle is the motive for the theft.
Alright, let's try it. Let's see. Ooh, good one. We're on a roll here, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know what it looks like when it fail it, so I hope it's not like a bait and switch.
There is a possibility that the files splayed on the floor are not the result of a struggle between the victim and his killer.
Oh, you mean like it could be for where the killer tried to find something, sir?
Precisely. We need to figure out if any of the files have been stolen.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna shelve files like you've never seen before, even at a library.
Sure. Let's give that a try.
Oh, okay. Why do all the good ones always die young? Surely, you must ponder that every once in a while, Mr. Edgeworth.
Does an objection. Go listen to DJ Foxy. They do good crap, especially virality. Yeah, hello, Jackson. Welcome on in the stream, pal. Hope you're doing well.
Hello!
No matter how much we lament, the dead will not come back to life. All we can do is search for the truth.
And? So what are we supposed to do? How do we go about finding the truth?
You can swear in chat. I just choose not to swear. I just choose not to read out curse words. That's all.
Yeah, moving on. You do not read whatever was said there.
Oh crap.
you didn't read
First, we calmly restore the files to their rightful place.
You got it! Here, let me help.
So this file goes here, that book goes there.
You should know a lot about where things go, despite it being Mr. Edgeworth's office.
Because I'm the one who keeps it tidy, pal, okay? Done.
Ah, Jackson. It would appear that the murder was definitely committed here.
The bloodstains on the bookshelf are still fresh.
Bullet hole, I already see it.
Yes.
I suspect that the victim was killed in a standing position, hence the prints on the shelf.
The guy fell on the floor, right? The blood on the floor is kind of grossing me out.
Detective, I don't have the time to deal with your weak stomach right now.
But you know I'm no good with blood, sir.
I'm certain
Why I
there's
go into every case with blood.
I'm certain there's something wrong with this picture. Well, there's...
Boy.
it has to be that bullet hole, I think.
Yeah, bet.
Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
Yeah.
It has to be this, I think. Eureka! Eureka! This is clearly where the contradiction lies.
I don't really see what's so wrong with. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
This is our first error one. That happens.
Ha, you don't understand. You see, therein lies the contradiction.
Mr. Edgeworth, though, it would be nice if you just admit when you're wrong.
That wasn't a mistake! That was keeping you on your toes, detective.
We needed at least one of those. I'd say that's fine. So it's not that. I think we just gotta... Can we examine instead? Can we examine the bullet hole instead?
So this
is where the bullet launched itself after it went through the victim, huh?
For the bullet to be lodged so squarely in a file spine indicates that the files were ransacked after the shooting had occurred.
Then I guess the victim was moved because he was in the killer's way.
The killer moved the body because it was leaning against the bookshelf.
Look, the blood on this guy's pants proves that pretty well.
In a sense, I suppose.
See? I'm not completely useless, Mr. Edgeworth.
Salary cutting noises.
Hey, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Read the letters.
3A, 3B, 3C. Oh.
No. I put them all back just as they should be, sir. Doesn't look like anything's missing.
Although it does look like the killer moved the body to flip through my shelves. I wonder if they found what they were looking for.
I guess we don't know that yet.
Okay. Oh, let's see what...
Wait, the tamper.
He must have tried to support himself with his hands here after being shot.
They're prints on the floor, too.
Those must have been made when, unable to stay standing, he dropped to the floor.
Can we... Is it allowed to check the very, very side of him? Like right next to his head?
It appears that the victim was in a sitting position here after being shot.
Oh, so that's why the seat of the victim's pants has blood on it.
That would be the logical conclusion.
Okay.
No, we can't.
Okay, so we do have to deduce something.
It has to be the bullet hole, though, I think.
The one that we previously...
Okay, then what do we actually deduce from this?
Wait! The bullet went clean through the victim's abdomen. That's nowhere near it. That's nowhere near it.
So that contradicts it.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's go. Alright. Eureka! There is clearly a contradiction here with this bullet hole.
What do you mean, sir?
You don't see. Quite simply, the bullet hole itself is too low. If the victim was shot in the stomach, the hole should be much higher up.
Well, the guy was just shot while he was sitting or lying down, sir.
That would be illogical. The victim leaned against the shelf here after being shot, which suggests that he was standing when he was shot.
They're not means. Say what does that mean?
It means you need to use your brain every once in a while instead of mind, detective. In any case, it means someone made a faulty assumption, and it was from this mistake that our current contradiction was born. What is the faulty assumption that has caused this problem in the bullet's position?
Order of the files.
Yep. I believe the order of the files is a bit off.
You mean I put them back in the wrong order just now? Hey, actually, the labels on the files are wrong, sir.
Oh?
Yeah, you see how the files that were shot begin with the number O?
What are those doing
What are all those doing all the way down there after 1, 2, and 3? That's really weird.
Actually, the way they are organized now is the correct order. They are exactly as I see them in my mind's eye.
But the numbers are all out of order.
Those white binders are special, so they are arranged a little differently. But from this, we know that the files were not in this order when the crime occurred. Aha, so that's it. I believe the killer made the same incorrect assumption as you just did, Detective. Let's rearrange the files in numerical order and see what we find out.
You think it'd be okay to prop the body back up to how it was before it was moved?
They finished processing the crime scene, so I don't see why it wouldn't be. If you please, Detective Gumshoe. As I suspected, the bullet hole is now where it should logically be. The killer went through my files first before shooting Mr. Faith.
And then put the files back in numerical order, I guess.
Exactly, and then proceeded to shoot the victim. But why would someone kill a man, then look through your files one more time? Oh wait, that's you.
But why would someone kill a man and then look through your files one more time?
Puzzling indeed. The files were thrown into disarray twice, once before and once after the crime. But why? Now the crime scene is as it was at the time of the murder. Time to give it another look. What is this? This?
What is that? Why does it say Gumshoe on there in blood?
That's Portsman.
Okay. I'd say that's some incredibly incriminating evidence.
Yes, indicative of criminal activity indeed.
No, wait, there's gotta be some mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, help me! Say something, sir!
It appears that one of my files was stolen.
Is that all, sir? What about me and my situation?
Is this what the killer was really after? Okay. Yep. Oh, we get
Hey.
healed after investigations. Oh, that's nice. Good to know.
Looks like Jim was able to leave us the name of his killer in the end. And this most important message managed to reach us.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
You can't be terribly pleased to hear that your beloved partner is the guilty party.
If you are going to accuse Detective Gumshoe of being the culprit, I sincerely hope you have some proof to back it up. And I'm just gonna do a little thing in OBS.
Something wrong?
I'm just rearranging it. Okay, there we go. I think that should be fine. Alright. I sincerely hope you have some proof to back it up. Jim's words, they're more than enough, wouldn't you
That's
say?
mine.
Oh.
That's mine.
Frick.
Okay. Jim's words, they're more than enough, wouldn't you say?
If that's how you want to play it, then at least allow me to understand your reasoning.
You got it.
New section.
Hang on. Alright, let's do that, and... I don't like this one bit. There's something strange about this man's attitude. And there must be some sort of flaw to his logic waiting for me to dig out.
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you gonna do?
What I always do in court. I'm going to cross-examine him. Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, I mean, what am I saying? I saw this in the trailer. One way or another, I'll expose the flaw in his logic with this technique.
Oh, how'd you do that? Can you explain it to me, sir?
Maybe some other time. We already know how to cross-examine people.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yep.
Portsman, if you are ready,
Aw, if you don't have the time, you could just say so, sir.
watch and learn, detective.
It comes up with an entirely new way of doing cross-examination.
Alright. So, here's how things would go down. Detective Gumshoe, you stole Jim's gun from him and shot him dead. Furthermore, you messed up the files to make it look like you had committed theft instead. That's when you moved Jim's body that was sitting in front of the bookshelf. So thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding.
Hold on. You wouldn't... You... Missing file, though?
And it will be by his final words that you will be brought to justice.
You intend to argue that the victim's dying message points to his killer?
I can hear Jim's voice, and he's calling for his killer's arrest.
Always the one.
Are you sure you're not mishearing his words, Mr. Portsman? There is no way Detective Gumshoe is the culprit here. I will find the flaw in this man's logic, and expose it with credible evidence. Yeah.
Alright.
Buttle. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you can't skip that? Like in the original trilogy? That's weird.
What?
Yeah, it's fine though.
Yeah.
It has to be the missing file.
Wait, save like we usually do.
Yeah. I will say one thing, that this game does have autosave as well, so...
It comes down to it, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna try... Has to be this.
Objection!
Objection! And,
Correct evidence. Yeah, it actually did give you the achievement, so.
yeah. Perhaps you're not aware, Mr. Portsman, but there is a serious flaw in your logic.
Bringing a bit of the courtroom into this, I see. No problem. I'm game.
I can't help but find it odd.
Excuse me?
Odd that a fellow prosecutor would be brought down by the power of his own office. Oh, this is a remix! Okay, I know that this game has arranged versions of some of the tracks, so that's awesome.
What are you talking about? Oh, you're joking. I get it.
If you have time to laugh, then you have the time to take another closer look at this. Do you still not see? If not, may I direct your attention to the missing file?
Oh yeah.
What? That's impossible.
What's impossible, Mr. Portsman? What's impossible, Mr. Portsman?
Nothing whatsoever. Nope.
Files on that shelf are all about a certain case. When the killer went to take the file after murdering your partner, I highly doubt they could have missed the bloody letters written on the spines.
Objection! It's possible that they could have taken the file before committing the murder.
I think it's pretty obvious that the file was stolen after what it was written on. The missing letters and the detective's name where the file should be is proof.
Yeah, I mean, the S is gone, and there's only half an H.
If Detective Gumshoe really was the culprit of this case, I highly doubt that even he could overlook his own name written in blood on the files, especially as a detective who can't stand the sight of blood.
Oh man, you gotta really do that to me? Oh. Hey man, you're back okay? Means what exactly? What does that make this dying message?
It makes the work of a criminal intent on tampering with the crime scene.
I tamper with it too, it looks delicious. Yeah, that's low. I can't even believe the criminal tried to pin this whole thing on me, sir. I'm gonna get him, sir. You'll see. I'm gonna have him under arrest in no time.
Well, Mr. Portsman?
Brilliant. Absolutely splendid. Logic deserving of Olympic gold.
Well, that makes sense, bro. Literally looks like an Olympic athlete.
That's true.
I appreciate the praise, but it doesn't change the fact that your reasoning is flawed.
Meh, you win some, you lose some. That's how life goes.
But everyone's so cheerly, even though I feel more dead than alive.
But you know, it really is a shame. I really didn't want to have to bring this up, however...
What is it this time? Are you still after me, pal?
Humor me for a second. Who has the key to this office?
That would be me. But Mr. Edgeworth just proved that I'm innocent, pal. You have a coat? You had a coat this whole time?
That's absolutely right! And I acknowledge your innocence.
And why do I sense that you still have something to say?
Put it on, put it off. I don't care which.
I was thinking, did you know there is one other person with a key to this office?
One other person?
Damon Gant.
No, wait,
Hey,
he got
you
fired.
there.
Doesn't mean he still
Oh,
keeps
that's your officer, Ziggy.
Yes, sir. What is it, sir?
Would you kindly fetch and escort that lovely young lady here for me?
A lady?
The girl is a member of this building's security. Think of her as a material witness.
Security? Did you say security? No, stop it, pal. Don't!
What's wrong with him all of a sudden? Is that... No, no, oh my gosh.
Not
I
again.
believe that she needs no introduction. I have called upon Miss Maggie Bird, a member of security.
Oh my gosh,
Not
she's
again.
back! Alright, Ziggy, you're up.
Oh god, with a shirt.
Detective Gumshoe, sir?
Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Look at that.
You missed a lot of their like
Blue badger.
their stuff on like one of the cases there.
I love the freaking shirt.
Maggie.
It's the wriggling piece of plywood.
Miss Bird is the security guard on watch tonight.
I see, and your point is?
My point is that she could very well have used it. And by it, I mean the master key, which can open all the office doors in this very building.
What?
If you're not the guilty party, Detective Gumshoe, then the only other person with access to this room is Miss Bird. Isn't that correct?
Dare you? I would never sneak into someone's room.
That's right. I refuse to believe that Maggie's the culprit, pal. It was me. That's right. I did it. I'd do it again.
Can we take that as a confession, Detective?
Well, it wasn't really me, but it definitely wasn't Maggie, pal. So yeah, if it was me, if it was you, if it was, you'd have no problems with that, right?
Please refrain from flying off the handle, Detective. There's no need for such theatrics.
Apparently there is.
Listen to your boss, Detective. He understands what I'm saying here.
On or off?
On, off, like a light switch, see? That girl is the only one who could have committed the crime, and for one simple reason.
Alright, we're doing another one, I guess. Alright.
Alright, Officer Agent. It's pretty obvious that Miss Bird snuck into your room using the master key. I mean, if Detective Gumshoe is the one who opened the door, then that leaves only Miss Bird as our prime suspect. On top of which, she knows our good detective, doesn't she? Making it all the more probable that she was the one who faked the dying message.
No, that doesn't make sense.
So you're saying that she used the master key. Alright.
Oh, that looks cool. Incredibly incriminating evidence, wouldn't you say?
That's what you claimed about the evidence earlier as well.
That was then, this is now. The flow of a good match always changes during a rally. It's all about your reflexes and reaction time. Especially for an athlete like me. Look at this gold medal. It's real gold, alright.
I wonder if there was anyone else other than Miss Bird who could have used the master key. It seems that the only way to get Mr. Portsman to give me more details is to press him. Alright. Let's go.
Yeah, I think we gotta press on things now instead of just presenting evidence.
Alright. Hold it! Are you sure Miss Bird is the only member of security who could have used the master key?
There's only one person on staff at this time of night. And tonight, she's dead. Isn't that right, Miss Bird?
That's, true, but I wasn't able to use master at the time of the crime, sir.
Wasn't able to? What's that supposed to mean?
Yes, moving on. I'd hate to get sidetracked by something unrelated.
What do you mean unrelated? I want to hear what she has to say, pal.
You can't really trust her not to tell lies. Plus, I hate wasting time.
Should I hear Miss Bird out? Yes.
Yes.
Not so fast. I, too, am interested in hearing on what Miss Bird has to say.
Didn't I just say it'd be a waste of time? We don't need to hear her lies.
We don't have a judge overseeing us, so we can take our time. I'll be the judge of that. Miss Bird, if you please.
I discovered that the master key was missing at around 1 a.m., sir.
What do you mean by missing?
As in, it wasn't anywhere in the security booth, sir. The killer must have stolen it.
Mr. Portsman, I believe this to be an important piece of testimony, don't you?
I can't believe that someone like you would be taken in by such words of lies.
I'm not lying, sir.
Objection! Objection! If that's the case, then I'd like to know why you have the master key now.
found it.
I don't quite know. It just reappeared all of a sudden, sir.
A likely story. And where is your proof that the key was stolen to begin with? I bet you just forgot where you put it, then found it again. That's it.
Let's see. Thanks. I can practically guarantee that. With me, if something disappears, it's usually because someone stole it.
Yeah, pal, trust me, you don't want to test just how bad her luck is.
Unfortunately, I can't deem this piece of testimony as conclusive.
Glad you agree, IG.
But... You still haven't established Maggie's motive for breaking into Mr. Edgeworth's office.
A motive? Didn't we establish that it was theft? I mean, the culprit clearly went through the bookshelf and at least tried the safe.
It is as Mr. Portsman says, Detective. I can't ignore the fact that all evidence points towards a motive of theft. But I'm done taking blows. It's time to counterattack with a few facts of my own. Okay.
It's a thievery. Is that the only thing that's added to the testimony?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's only 5 statements, so it has to be this statement, but let's take a look at what we got.
What do we have? We have the gun, which only 1 bullet. So we do have the safe, which is
it has to be.
That's fun.
Yeah, let's save here.
The white out safe, but well, just because he mentions a safe doesn't mean we present the safe, right? Why would that make sense?
Messed up shelves, the safe.
So, if it's a thievery, why bring gunshot? Why kill a man? And I think the real big thing is 2 bullets still.
Yeah, let's try. Alright, let's try this. If not, I'll load.
Objection!
Objection!
Nope, okay.
Slow.
Too big.
Yep. It's in the
Hopefully this is a good one. Good.
Yeah.
It's just a little longer.
Yeah. It has to be either the safe or the key. The wipe down. Only the I think it's a safe because again, Maggie wouldn't have known about the safe because only the prosecutors know about them.
Oh
But
yeah.
she's the master security, but she's the owner of security. Why would she not know about a safe?
She doesn't.
Nobody tells her about the safe.
Objection!
Objection! I was right. Holy crap. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Alright.
Do you wish to continue insisting that Miss Bird was set on stealing something?
Why not? It's the truth after all. It was also by your logic that we came to the whole thievery conclusion anyway.
That may be, but you must also be aware of the fact that the safe is a secret safe. The existence of which is only privy to prosecutors.
Privy.
Privy, okay.
Oh, microphone.
I find it a little hard to believe that a hidden safe was a part of her cunning plan.
But it's a big good but. But she could have found it by accident while she was turning everything else upside down.
I highly doubt that. I'd say the culprit knew exactly what they were looking for. After all, only the bookshelf and the safe were targeted.
Yeah, even I didn't know about that safe, pal. That means there's no way Maggie could have known about it either.
Then, are you proposing that the killer is a prosecutor?
Interesting conclusion. That's definitely looking more and more probable.
You brought that up, dude.
What's wrong, prosecutor? Do you have a different suspect in mind now?
Curses. Why? What made you?
What's with the angry face all of a sudden?
It's all my fault!
What do you mean?
It's Jim. He knew about the existence of the secret safes.
What did you just say?
We were partners! Like inseparable conjoined twins! That's why I told him I filled him in on the secret safes.
Then that means...
Yeah, I know! I had only just told him, too. Obviously. It was wrong of me to tell him. I still can't quite believe it. But the thief who broke into your room was probably Jim.
Now he's claiming the victim was the thief?
And you were simply trying to stop him, weren't you? Miss Maggie Bird?
Excuse me?
I mean, you are a security guard, right? That's your job. But killing is going a bit too far, even in your risky profession.
What the? You're still accusing Maggie of the murder?
No, I mean, she had stumbled upon Jim, who had probably drawn his gun. I get it. It was self-defense, wasn't it?
No, I couldn't. I could never do something like that. Not even as a security guard, sir.
Plus, even if he was the thief, he wouldn't have a key to the office.
Which is precisely why he had to steal it, wouldn't you say? It was Jim who stole the master key.
That's you. Yeah.
Possible for a supposedly stolen key to be here with us, unless you retrieved it from Jim after you killed him.
Mr. Portsman, are you honestly accusing your own partner of being a thief?
I don't want to admit it, but it's the only way for everything else to make sense.
Has he no honor?
Now then, I think we're done here. The investigation waits for no man. Would people be so kind as to see yourselves out?
This is my office. You can't kick us out. This is Mr. Edgeworth's office.
Ah, but I'm the one who's been assigned to this case. You are all suspects to varying degrees, and therefore, ineligible to run the show.
Listen, pal, how many times do I have to say this? Maggie can't be the culprit.
Detective Gumshoe, calm yourself.
But, sir...
We have no choice but to accommodate his request. For now.
Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. At least one of you understands. Now then, if you could remove yourselves from my crime scene, it'd be most grateful.
Mark my words, Mr. Portsman. We will meet again.
If that's a formal request from a legendary prosecutor himself, then I suppose so. Now, don't disappoint me, you hear?
Oh boy.
Two-parter beginning case. My god.
Wow.
I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright.
We'll give it another go. We'll keep going with it, though.
Yeah, we got time. I think we might be able to finish this case today, but yeah, we'll see.
What is with that prosecutor? I can't believe how rude he was. He was unbelievable.
Please maintain your professionalism, detective.
I'm gonna find some real solid evidence proving Maggie's innocence. You say, sir.
But we've been kicked out of the crime scene, sir.
True. So then, what now? Want to play some basketball?
Looks like my life has fallen into yet another gigantic ditch.
Do not despair, Miss Bird. We can overcome this as well. There are many other places and things we should be looking into anyway.
Really, sir?
For example, this hallway. The linchpin of his argument against Miss Bird is related to the master key. In that case, this hallway is the perfect place to look for more information, and I see something under that little bench there. Regarding the mystery surrounding the door.
Yeah, file.
That might
there
be
it
it. Alright, so let's investigate the door first. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. 1202. The 4 numbers on a number plate alone proclaim this to be my office.
Whoops. Hey, number plate's flying right out, sir.
They have to be able to take a plate off a room when a room becomes vacant, you know. Although the idea that can be so easily removed is kind of.
Yeah.
I don't see any signs of forced entry.
And according to the guard, no signs that the lock was picked either, sir.
Meaning that the door was really opened with the key. Did you happen to ask if any prints were lifted from the doorknob?
Apparently the doorknob's clean as a whistle. Wiped, I think.
Whoever this thief is, they did a good job of not leaving any clues behind.
Alright, backing up then. We'll come back to this.
Alright, let's... let's go. Huh? It's...
Isn't that the Missing O series file, sir?
No doubt about it. The bloody letters mark it clear as day. There seems to be a few pages missing. Our thief took only what was necessary and left the rest behind.
So what are these O files about, sir? Guess they got something worth stealing in them, huh?
Not particularly. It's just a collection of court case files. However, the cases within these files are not mine. They belong to the High Prosecutor that used to occupy my current office. I have my reasons, but let's just say I was charged with keeping them as they were.
And that thief must also want the file for a specific reason, right?
It would seem so. Only the pages related to that case from 10 years ago are missing.
Or why anyone would care about such an old case.
Someone tells him that we're gonna
figure that out later.
Yeah. Alright, let's talk with Maggie.
Basketball. No.
I was wondering if I may speak with you for a bit concerning this case.
I've always been a big fan of courtrooms, but this is like a dream. A dream where I'm being cross-examined by the Miles Edgeworth.
Oh, this is gonna be a different dynamic.
I can't
realized.
let this chance pass me by. I must remember to ask her about the master key. I should jog her memory by showing my notes to her with why. Well, first things first, look at my badge.
It's a prosecutor's badge, isn't it? It proves that you're really a prosecutor.
Interesting. Despite all appearances, she seems to know more than Gumshoe. Oh, I had a chance to... I have to see what he says.
Even I can be a professional prosecutor. So maybe can you try that one just for a little bit?
I don't think that would be a very good idea, but do you?
I guess not.
On second thought, they're actually on the same level. Okay, alright, let's just talk. Let's talk with her first.
Oh wait, talk about some stuff.
Have you ever met the victim before?
Well, I've seen him a couple of times before when I had to go to Mr. Portsman's office. Mr. Faith was always playing basketball with Mr. Portsman, sir.
Hey. Sounds like fun. Just once, I'd have loved to play with them.
It sounds fun, but the only person who ever's taken a shot was Mr. Portsman. All Mr. Faith ever did was passing the ball, sir.
On second thought, I don't think I'd have fit in all that well with them.
Miss Maggie Bird, correct? I take it that you are an acquaintance of the detective?
It was under my supervision back when she was still on the force, sir. One day she got caught up in a murder and things started going downhill, so she quit.
I owe a lot to Detective Gumshoe for introducing me to my current employer. Or so I thought until a few hours ago. Right before I was about to clock out for that night,
You got caught up in this whirlwind of a case, correct?
don't worry, my whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failure.
I'd say that French restaurant was pretty good.
Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed in almost every test I've taken, experienced every kind of disaster. And now I even managed to be named a criminal just when I become a security guard.
That's a lot to go through in one lifetime.
But still, she hasn't beat, I don't think she's actually beat, Maya's, record of being most convicted.
Oh, yeah, true.
I know, just when I thought I finally found my happiness. I wind up getting you and Detective Gumshoe involved in my bad luck.
You don't need to worry about me, Miss Bird, nor do you need to worry about yourself. I will solve this case and prove your innocence. All I ask in return is for your cooperation.
Yes, sir, Mr. Edgeworth. You can count on me. I'll do all I can to help.
Okay, let's...
Yeah, this is really weird being like, back with Phoenix, right? Just being the absolute nobody, and now we're everybody.
So when did you discover that the master key was missing?
By the time I realized it, I think it was around 1 a.m., sir. As I noticed, it was back at around 2:30 a.m. I was just sitting there on the ledge where the security room reception window is. But I'm sure that by between those two times, it was not just gone, but stolen, sir.
You have a key to it.
Why is such an important key stored in such an insecure place?
It's not like that, sir. We always keep the key further inside the room, away from the window.
As always, you say? Except for this one time, correct?
Well, I admit that I was a bit careless, but I had my reasons. I left it out because I was sort of using it at the time. It was after I had used it that I left it sitting out on the light.
She used the master key? Alright.
Talk about that now.
Oh, what did you mean by you used the master key?
Oh, I had to use it to open the door for the prosecutor who had forgotten his key.
Oh, she looks so good with the hat!
She does.
Nice.
I mean, it's my job as a security guard, right?
What is it? What is it?
That's right. I just remembered the prosecutor who forgot his key. It was Mr. Portsman, sir.
What? Please tell me more, Miss Bird, quickly.
Why are we...
It was around 12 a.m. Mr. Portsman had forgotten his office key, so he came down to security, sir.
And that's when you loaned the master key to him?
No way! It's against regulations to loan the master key out to anyone. I walked with Mr. Portsman to his office and opened the door for him personally, sir.
I see.
And then, what happened after that?
Well, he called for me to come close up his office as he was leaving to go home. That was around 1:30 a.m., I think.
So in summary, for the sake of one forgetful prosecutor, you used the master key twice tonight. Okay?
Wait, she said you lost it once.
Let's think. Anyways, you're lying, Pabs.
Talk about suspicious.
I doubt you can say that you've never left your keys at home, Detective. I think this calls for a thorough examination of Mr. Portsman's door.
Yeah. Which one's that?
Oh!
I'm guessing.
Oh, what is he doing here?
I mean, he's
Oh,
technically a
let's see.
prosecutor.
He is.
Alright, who wants to do...
I usually do him.
Do
It looks like you're in quite the page, Mr. Edgeworth.
To be sure, a murder within the walls of the prosecutor's office is no trifling matter. We must find, apprehend, and punish the killer accordingly, post-haste.
Sounds like a messy case you got on your hands. If you ever feel lost, or need some advice, my door is always open.
How gracious. I will keep your offer in mind. Who is this guy again? I just realized that it's... The text said, his name was just Prosecutor.
They didn't even give a name in this.
But we all
That's
know
why I
who he
was
is.
saying
That's
we need to make
Mr.
sure we look
Winston
around for
Payne.
dudes.
Anyways, Pabs, you can voice this cop. Is everything alright?
Yes, sir. If you must know, I weighed myself this morning. I'm finally at 154 pounds.
Congratulations, but I was asking about this hallway and this room.
Oh, everything's okay, sir. I don't really weigh more or less than a hallway. Oh, you meant crime. No, everything's fine.
A word of advice, stay focused or you may start to lose even more weight. There's a basketball. What is a basketball doing here?
That's Mr. Portsman's prized possession, sir. Heard he also plays soccer, dodgeball, or even tennis.
And not a single one of those sports is suitable to be played in a hallway.
Yeah, I guess I know who's...
What is a basketball hoop doing here?
Hey, didn't used to be just outside next to the building a long time ago.
So when and why was it moved indoors?
Don't remember exactly, but I saw one of the officers drag it up here recently.
Drag it?
Heard that it wouldn't fit in the elevator, so the poor guy had to bring it himself.
All the way up to the 12th floor?
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay.
Well, let's look at the door.
Room 1203. I take it this is Mr. Portsman's office?
Yeah, you can't mistake it because it's basketball hoops, right?
Oh.
Oh, that reminds me. Mr. Portsman had actually wanted room 12.
1202.
Yeah, 12202. Really bad. But since you were already occupied it, Mr. Edgeworth, we put him next door, sir.
So why was Mr. Portsman so particular about getting room 1202?
I'm not sure, but I bet it's because something like his birthday is December 2nd.
Yep, that's gotta be it. Can't think of any other reason why.
I can't think of at least 3, but why am I even wasting time thinking about this?
Remember?
The door is locked tight.
Bet the old credit card trick wouldn't work here, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
This is the office of a high prosecutor, Detective. These doors would be pretty ineffective if the average cat burglar could get through them.
Aha! So I guess only a great cat burglar could get in. That must be where our culprit is.
Might I advise you to return that conclusion to whatever pawn shop you brought it from?
They don't do returns. It's Mr. Portsman's personal basketball hoop.
I can't believe he put something like this in the hallway of a prosecutor's office. But you know, it's actually
it's actually pretty useful, sir. I haven't gotten lost trying to get to your office since it's been here.
How long have I had the same office and yet you still managed to get lost?
Better question, how have I been there so many times that you still haven't noticed it?
A minimalist yet classy door made of top quality wood.
Kind of majestic too.
Sir.
Fits in really well with the ambience of the prosecutor's office. Even Mr. Portman seems dignified, just because he works behind one of these.
Nonsense. A man doesn't become more or less dignified because of where he works.
Well, it still seems more dignified than Mr. Payne.
Mr. Payne? I suppose custodial work can also be dignified. And that's when he's brought up. Okay.
Yep, there we
I
go.
don't think...
Alright,
Okay.
let's,
See if there's anything different.
Any other doors? Okay. Oh,
What the moving that?
Yeah.
Go further to the left.
Yep,
Go any further?
that's it. Yeah, it's almost...
Wait for it to stop.
Yeah, it's only Gumshoe would praise a door as something as great as them himself. Being a detective has its own rewards and yet and a certain virtuous value, I think. If you live up to your full potential, that's a poignant trait anyone can admire.
I see. So you're saying, sir, that me being me is the best thing I can do for everyone?
Exactly. Right.
That long pause wasn't exactly reassuring, sir. Anyway, what do we have? Well, now we can do deducing.
Yeah. See if, I need to...
Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, there's a lot of things. Oh, let's show the badge.
Well,
Forgot about that.
yeah, let's do that.
Your prosecutor's badge is really tiny compared to my police badge. Oh, but, it's really cool, sir. Much, much cooler than my badge could ever be.
There's no need to suck up to me, detective.
Anyway.
I think
Not
we...
as fun.
Let's take a look at logic. So...
Do we need to talk with the Gumshoe about anything?
I don't think so, because I think usually I think the partner option, it might just be if you... Just be there if you need, like,
Get stuck,
pointers,
yes.
and, but I think you also might need to talk with them about certain things, and I don't think of any
Okay,
right
we
now,
have
so-
two things that have to do with time. Master key was stolen. Master key was used to unlock. I think we could make a assessment on that. I mean, there are two keys, literally.
Alright,
There's
we
gotta be
know that
something
we'll
to
get
that, right?
healed if we, fail, so... Let's see. Oh, I'm on a roll with logic. Miss Bird, I'm afraid there's a flaw in your story.
What? No way, pal. I mean, sir.
You said that you locked up Mr. Portsman's office is at around 1:30 a.m., correct? However, the master key had already been stolen at that time.
Wow. Nothing gets by you, Mr. Edgeworth. You saw the contradiction like a pro. I had totally forgotten all about that. But thanks to you, I remember it now. You're right. It was around that very time that I realized the master key was missing.
And?
Well, I'm a security guard, sir. I couldn't just admit to losing the master key, could I? So I pretended to lock up his room, sir.
You pretended?
Yeah, I used my house key and made it look like I was locking up, sir.
So in actuality, you never did relock the door then?
Well, I thought that maybe I could go lock it after I found the key. Come to think of it, I guess the door still hasn't been locked properly.
Okay. I guess that means we can... Well, it's already locked again, though, so... Let's
Wait.
Let's check.
Yeah, let's check again.
Well, check the plate again.
Oh,
Is there-
wait, there's a deduce. There's a deduce here.
Right, you can deduce anything there about in there. So if you got a new piece of evidence,
Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
we now know.
Yep.
Let's see.
Let's try.
Make that to me.
Eureka! Aha! There we go, music stopped. There's a contradiction here between reality and the evidence. If what Miss Bird has said is true, then why is this door locked tight?
Well, you know, you're right.
Miss Bird, are you sure that you didn't relock this door?
I'm certain of it, sir. And I don't think Mr. Portsman noticed it himself that I hadn't.
Which means what, sir?
It either means that he actually does have the key to his office, or that the door Miss Bird opened wasn't this one at all, but a completely different one.
You opened a different door? How can you prove that?
There's an easy way to find out. All we need to do is, we need to examine these. Oh, crap. Alright, so, number plate, obviously no. It's either the master key or the doorknob.
Wait.
I'd say... So we're trying to figure out who used the master key last?
Alright, let's,
Wasn't at all, but a completely different.
let's try the master key. It's either that or the one. If we examine the fingerprints on the master key...
Okay,
Yeah.
back it up.
Yeah. Backing up!
Backing up. Backing up.
Backing up!
Backing up. You're good.
Backing up. Backing up.
Alright.
Backing up.
To the wall. And
Where's
stop.
the
The prints on the doorknob will tell us everything.
Hey you, yeah you, pal. Do us a favor and see what you can lift from this, okay?
Oh, it's a
So,
forensics
what'd you
guy.
find out?
There's no need for such belligerent nostril flaring, detective.
Sir, I have found only Mr. Portsman's and Mr. Fade's prints on this doorknob.
So, only 2 people's prints were found on this, huh? That's pretty decisive.
Huh? Lost, sir.
Thinking logically, a certain other person's prints should be on this knob as well. Now then, whose prints should also be on this doorknob? It has to be
Maggie's.
Maggie.
Take that!
Take
What?
that!
She got locked in
Don't you
door.
find it odd that the prints of the person who unlocked this door are absent?
You mean...
Yes, the door that Miss Bird opened could not have been this one, but a different one.
Did he switch our rooms?
What have we here? Oh!
Yeah,
There's a note
we'll
there.
just grab that real quick.
What is this?
Looks like a scrap of paper. I'll get it, sir. Let's see. Oh, it's something written on it.
I brought the 3 pieces of evidence by, just like we talked about on the phone, but it looks like you're out. Guess I'll catch up to you later, buddy. It looks like a note from the victim.
Yeah, and it's for Mr. Portsman. Also, check the basketball. Before you leave, check the under the basketball. Not the other basket. No, not basketball. Sorry, the hoop. Check under the hoop.
Oh yeah, it's been moved recently.
Oh, crap.
You missed.
I missed by a long shot. What's this? I did not notice that. Good
What are you
catch,
looking at,
Ben.
sir? Oh, hey, how about a game?
That's okay, detective. I just found the position of this hoop to be a little off.
Hey, you're right, sir. Guess it shifted when somebody made a seriously sweet slam dunk.
The positioning of the hoop is definitely unnatural. I better take note of this.
Ooh. Oh, we're done.
Poking around in this hallway has actually paid off quite handsomely.
Huh? How so, sir?
In a variety of different ways. I think it's time we had a little chat with the real culprit of this case.
You know who the killer?
Oh wait, no, that's you, Ziggy.
You know who the killer is? Wow, Mr. Edgeworth.
As long as my logic is sound, then yes. The mastermind behind this murder is none other than Mr. Portsman.
What?
What?
Mr. Portsman?
I knew it. That's exactly what my logic senses were telling me too. I suspected it was him from the instant he accused Maggie of being the killer, sir.
That is anything but logical. Lady and gentlemen, prepare yourselves. Come what may, it's time to knock on truth's door.
That sounds like a catchphrase.
Mr. Portman, I finished processing the body bloody letters, sir.
The bloody.
No, the bloody letters, sorry. Alright, let me take a gander at it. Pass it here.
Yeet! These animations, though! Holy crap!
Yeah, alright, okay, looking good. You there, take a good care of this.
Yeet!
Wow.
I wonder how they actually managed to do these in, like... I wonder how the old pixel sprites would compare to this. And fun fact, if
Yeah,
you'd
we
like...
can turn that on.
Yeah.
We can turn that on if we want.
But I
If
like
you
the
so
new
desire.
animations. I like the new animations so
Fair.
much.
Well, if it isn't Detective Gumshoe.
And a line for you, Portsman. We've got you now.
Call off your dog, Mr. Edgeworth. Is this some kind of joke?
It's no joke. We know, Mr. Jacques Portsman, that you are the guilty party in this case.
Huh? You must be pretty upset, getting chased out of your own room. I'd be mad too. So, I guess you could stay, if you promise to stay out of our way.
You intend to hide your crime under the guise of a prosecutor doing his job? I can see right through the unsightly paper-thin mask that you wear upon your cowl.
Who'd have ever thought it would have come to this? Actually, come to think of it, your mentor was Manfred von Karma, right? The legendary prosecutor who never lost a single case for 40 long years.
Except for that one time.
But there was always this incessant? Is that right? Incessant?
Yeah, about right.
This incessant chatter about forged evidence with that guy. It teaches me that I've got to stay on the lookout for false accusations, you know?
Are you done trying to play mind games with me? Because they won't work. The only thing that you should be using that mouth of yours for now is explaining yourself. Although that, too, will only dig your hole deeper. Either way, your game is up.
Well, aren't we full of ourselves? Even though you have yet to prove anything. I have no idea what sort of harebrained idea you have in your mind, but there's a mountain of evidence that points away from me being the culprit. Besides, how, may I ask, do you propose I unlocked your door and got in here?
That's gonna probably be the master key.
Look, bad doing this to you, but I've got work to do, so we're done here.
No, we ain't.
Sorry, but we are not finished yet.
Boy, you're stubborn like a mule. I suppose you're basing your accusations on something.
I'll show you what I'm basing my accusation on, with evidence. Yeah, so this is the arranged version of the Allegro theme for this game. There's arranged versions for the objection theme, the Allegro themes, and the pursuit theme. And then there's one other theme which you'll see in here in a minute. Anyway. Let's it's gotta be this.
Yeah, this has gotta be that. We have many things with the key. Oh, that's actually a problem. We do have many things with the key. Okay. Well, what do we have? I guess just the master key?
Objection!
Objection! Boom, sucker, got ya!
Yeah.
I believe you were able to open my office door with the master key, no less.
Objection!
Objection! Wait. Hold on for a second. I never laid a finger on that key, as you already know.
Precisely, you were able to open my door without lifting a single finger. Well, maybe you did, but only to direct. That's right, you used your finger to direct this person to open my door with the key. Maggie,
Take that!
Take that! You had asked Miss Bird to open your own office door for you, yes?
Yeah? I kind of forgot my key at home. A bit too often for my taste, you know?
But the room you had Miss Bird open at that time was not your own, was it?
What?
You have quite the imagination. But why don't we ask the girl herself whose door she opened, shall we?
I'm certain that it was Mr. Horseman's door, sir. I checked the number plate to make sure I was opening the right door, sir.
See? Miss Bird backs up on my story.
Yeah, what if you had misled her to fool her into thinking what you wanted?
And how do you suppose I did that?
By switching the number plates on our doors, for example.
That's right, they do slide off pretty easily.
Furthermore, you then used one other thing to give a very strong impression that the door she was opening was yours and not, in fact, mine. What was it that Mr. Postman used to make Miss Bird think that it was his room?
The basketball hoop.
Ah ha ha ha! Take that!
What? The basketball hoop, sir?
It's quite the peculiar fixture in any hallway, let alone a hallway in this building, which is why it left an unusually strong impression on me. It's an object perfectly suited to sit just outside the office of a peculiar prosecutor.
That's very true, sir. Because there was a basketball hoop sitting there. I thought the door I was opening had to be Mr. Horseman.
There are signs that the hoop has been moved. To sit in front of my office, to be sure.
I see. So that's how you throw suspicion on people? Thanks for the tip. But I think your conjecture is a little off the racetrack. Racetrack.
Alright.
Now you're just spouting nonsense. I had the girl open my office door. After that, I was in my room the entire time. You don't have a single reason to suspect me.
So he intends to claim his innocence to the end, does he?
I'm as pure and innocent as my jacket. And Miss Bird is as dirty and guilty as the jacket she wears.
My jacket's not dirty, I'll have you know. I just washed it yesterday.
Please calm down, for I intend to show who is the one who truly covered in slime here. Oh my gosh, they gave Edgeworth so many good lines.
Oh.
Definitely.
Alright, I'm gonna just press. Hold it! Nonsense, you say?
Yes, because I'm telling the truth here.
I think what actually is, you have to go
Hold
to
it!
the door.
Hold it. Using the master key, of course.
Sure. You have a problem with that? That is what the master key is for, right?
Perhaps you should place it in an elaborate labyrinths of some sort for people like you. That's a tongue twister right there.
Not really. Elaborate labyrinth? Nah.
Hold it!
Elaborate.
What were you doing in your office?
I was doing my usual training regimen.
Training regimen? Were you going through your law books from start to finish?
Mainly batting practice and some weights. Oh, and I jog when I get the chance. Is there a treadmill in there or something?
Yeah. Wow, you must be the buffest prosecutor we have.
With the weakest legal muscles, it would seem. Oh!
I was doing my usual workout, so... Wait, what was that? No, I was making a joke.
Oh no, I get the joke. Now I get it. You were doing it in character. That was the joke.
Oh, okay. Alright. Hold it! I think I've given you quite a few reasons, actually.
Objection! But none of those would stand up on their own.
Objection! Then what about all the evidence?
Okay, you can stop saying objection.
It's all circumstantial. No judge would convict on such flimsy evidence.
He seems to be trembling a little. One more little push. All I have to do is find the flaw in his testimony. Okay.
Now you're just spouting nonsense. I had the girl open my office door. I think it's at the end.
Alright, let's take a look.
Respect you. Okay. Well, then, what about...
Wait, save first.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, I mean, you did technically tell that person about it there, so... But anyway. What do we have? What was on the other page?
Yeah, it was just the basketball hoop.
Yeah, don't need that.
It has to be either the file... Yeah, I think it's the file. Oh, wait a minute. Let's take a look at the note again.
The note, duh. What's this about? Duh. What's this?
Yeah, let's...
Objection!
Nope.
Okay.
Then I think my hunch was right. Let's try the file.
Yeah.
I like the little night piece there that's on the loading screen. That's actually nice. They really went
Yeah.
all out for this collection to make it look nice. Alright.
Oh, definitely.
Alright, let's take a look.
Objection!
No, not the file either?
Okay.
I must
Then the door?
Okay. I guess Edgeworth will
I
have
mean-
to do the explaining for us on this one.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, it was your friend who died. But the door prints were not found on the knob. Yeah. Yeah, no, wait, the prints. Yeah.
Objection! No?
No, okay.
Really? Oh wait, they mentioned about Bird opening the door. Yet her prints are not on the door. So let's go back to the part with... Oh, where you mentioned Bird opening the door.
Oh, yeah. I had the girl open my office door. Then why are her...
Yeah,
why
okay,
are her
good
prints on the
catch,
door?
good catch, Fen. Objection! Alright, I totally missed that. Good catch. I had your door dusted for prints.
My door? Huh? For what exactly? Come on, I bet you didn't find anything. You sure are good at wasting time.
You're right, I didn't find anything. Oh, and I definitely not Miss Bird's fingerprints. Oh, it's the pursuit theme, let's go!
Prints? What do they have to do with anything?
Let's put it this way, if she really was the one who opened your door, then her prints should naturally be on the doorknob she touched.
Oh, microphone.
Further, all the prints on my
not go too
office
loud,
door's
then.
knob have been wiped clean off. I can only assume it's because Miss Bird's fingerprints were on it.
Objection! But it doesn't change the fact that I was in my room the entire time.
Is that really a fact, or is it fiction?
Hey! But I lied to you!
I have here proof that you were not in your room the entire time as you claim. Now we get the note. Take that! This is a note that the victim left for you, Mr. Portsman.
A note?
Oh, the guitar! It was left under your door, or did you not notice? And right here it says, but you're out. You were not in your room when the victim came to call on you. So then, where were you and what were you doing? Don't you think it's time you gave up your charade? We know you stole we know you stole into my office with the intent of stealing something from me. And Detective Faith found you out, possibly because he heard sounds coming from a room whose occupant was on leave. Mr. Portsman, you killed Mr. Faith to silence him. and I had the misfortune to return when I did, you had to threaten me as you escaped. As I said when you had the gun to my back, no one gets away with committing murder in my office. No one.
I think I'm gonna have a breakdown. I don't think it's... No, we're not breaking down just yet. And just what's so funny, pal? Oh, he's back in the jacket.
Well, that look of seriousness on the face of his office's finest prosecutor, as he makes a huge mistake in accusing me, is simply too much to bear. There's just nothing else like... There's just nothing else like it in this world.
What?
Mr. Edgeworth just explained it all. And he even no. You're the murderer. Stop trying to be slippery and just admit to the crime already.
And as I said, it's also circumstantial. It's all full of conjecture. You say you checked my doorknob for prints? Well, I can readily confess that I had wiped that knob down well.
Eh?
I'm a little obsessive-compulsive, you see. I didn't want to touch a doorknob that you had touched, which is why I wiped the knob down as soon as I could after... God, I feel like I'm having a brain aim fart and a stroke at the same time!
Just calm down.
I wiped the knob down as soon as I could after you opened the door. There we go. After that, it makes perfect sense that only Jim's and my own prints would be on there.
You made that up just now, didn't you?
Furthermore, as for the note Jim left for me, do you know exactly when that was?
Fine.
For all we know, he left it there before I arrived in my office. Like early evening, for example.
Are you saying that you failed to notice such a note in your doorway?
Hey, even geniuses fail sometimes. I was probably too preoccupied by work-related matters, although that's no excuse.
Now that's just a flat out lie. There's no way you didn't notice a note that size.
But you can prove that. But you can't prove that, can you?
Say something, Mr. Edgeworth. Back me up here, sir.
Portsman makes a good point. I can't prove that he didn't simply overlook it.
Besides, I have an airtight alibi.
Airtight, you say?
I only just realized I had one as we were talking. I guess it would have been better for all of us if I had told you sooner.
I don't think it's that kind of scheme, but anyway.
Alright.
If memory serves, you came back to this office at around 2 a.m., correct?
Yep, that's correct.
And it was then that you had the unfortunate confrontation at gunpoint with the culprit. But at exactly that time, I was down in criminal affairs. Ask around. I'm sure the other detectives will corroborate my story. It's the perfect alibi.
Do you really think that it's that perfect?
Like I said, I don't care. Ask around all you like. You'll see for yourself.
Detective Gumshoe.
Oh, yes, sir. I'll go check out his alibi, sir. Be right back.
What are you eating?
Popcorn.
Oh,
Mr. Edgeworth, sir, I think we're in trouble. It's just like Mr. Portsmouth said. Guys down in criminal affairs say they saw him around 2 a.m.
you see,
All of the evidence points to him being the culprit, so there must be a contradictory point in his alibi somewhere. Alright.
What do we have?
Alright.
be sure to save for anything else.
Yep.
If you're gonna
Okay,
present.
Yep. It was... Yep. Exactly that time I was down in criminal affairs. Okay.
Well, wait, why would Bird not know?
Oh, yeah.
she's not in...
She was the one to lock him back.
Right.
So he left his door unlocked for a while?
Don't know. Let's try. Wait.
Well, that's just a question.
Oh, we can't present profiles in this?
Well, that saves us a bit of trouble, actually.
That's... Okay, that's actually
No, that
good.
actually saves us trouble, actually.
Yeah.
So, with that said, if... Okay, so the dude was a... Well, the dude was a detective.
Yeah.
He was found around 2:05. He would have been in criminal affairs. Do you think you could press on the last statement there and said, who actually saw you?
Alright, let's press. Hold it! Well, we did go and ask around to confirm your testimony.
And it was just as I said, right?
Yes, sir. Number of detectives say they saw you at around that time.
See? I have the perfect alibi. That's the ace I had up my sleeve this whole time.
Ugh. Portsman's alibi may seem perfect at first glance, but I know there's a hole in it somewhere. All I need to do is press him a little and see what comes of it. Okay, we do need to press.
Oh, so we gotta press other bits.
Hold it! Right. You are correct. It was around 2 a.m.
Are you sure? It's really important to me that you're spot on with the time.
I remember checking my watch then, and make no mistake, it was 2.
Oh! Giving testimony like a pro. Okay. So you came back to your office at 2.
Okay. Hold it! It is as you say, however...
Yes, however, you are the only one who claims to have bumped into the culprit. So tell me, did you see the person's face? Was it me who you saw?
It was pitch black, so I couldn't actually see.
Objection! Oh, come now. I'm sure you saw something. Try a little harder, why don't you?
I'm beginning to feel like I'm the one being interrogated here.
Oh well, it doesn't matter if you remember or not. It only matters that you ran into the culprit.
Alright. Alright. Hold it! So you paid the Criminal Affairs Department a visit.
Yep. Right after I left the prosecutor's building, I headed straight for the precinct.
Impossible! He actually does have the perfect alibi!
Wrong. Why the sudden sullen look on your face?
Can't you say anything back, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think we've reached the end of the line, and it's time to get off this crazy train. How do we go again?
Oh, go do it.
Oh, you there!
Yep.
No, I'm trying to remember the song. Crazy
Sir?
train.
Alright, that's
don't need
that's your cop, Ziggy.
Sir!
Please escort the young lady out. Remember, be gentle.
Maggie!
Detective Gumshoe!
The third time
Is
already.
there nothing I can do? There must be a way to turn the situation around. If only I had a clue. Did I miss something that can help me cast doubt on his alibi? We have
Yes.
logic still.
Let's
I
do
need to
logic.
calmly think this through one more time with logic, because I know we had logic to check. Alright.
Yeah. We never got any more of that, so that's why we didn't really mess with it. So Mr. Portman's alibi.
Okay, let's think.
Rearrange
So,
my phosphates.
other than the victim's gun that was found, could there be another gun in play here? We have yet to find that other gun.
Yeah, and the alibi said.
Yeah, then who could it have been? Let's try this.
I don't think that's right. Really?
There were
Why would that make? Okay, sure.
There were 2 bullets left at the scene of the crime. One that robbed Mr. Faith of his life, and one that nearly robbed me of my jacket. However, the murder weapon only shows signs of being fired once, meaning that it is entirely possible that a second gun was used in my office tonight. But seeing as how the killer had to steal Mr. Faith's gun, I doubt the killer had another gun up their sleeve. Therefore, the second gun could have been a property of an entirely different person, which could mean that there was another person who paid a visit to my office tonight.
And that's where we get it. Files of disarray.
Alright. I was really curious, I was like, yo, why didn't we use those last bits of logic? Like, now we are using them. Okay.
Especially the case file too. Go on.
Supposing there was yet another visitor tonight, that would also resolve the issue of why my shelves were upended twice. We know that the shelves were disturbed once before and once after the murder, so it shouldn't be much of a stretch to think of it that it was the work of 2 different people. Once by the person who stole the victim's gun and then killed him with it, and then once again after the murder by our second culprit, who was the owner of the second gun. If we suppose that the second culprit's gun was the one that was pointed at my back...
Objection!
Objection! Mr. Portsman, it seems that I need to amend my assumptions regarding this case.
Great! So you finally come to your senses.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Sir, what do you say?
This has been a big misunderstanding on my part from the start. I had assumed that the person I ran into was the killer, but that may not be the case.
What do you mean?
The person I ran into was just your average thief.
Thief? Sorry, that doesn't cause... Doesn't that cause some sort of contradiction in the facts?
Not at all. It simply means that the killer was someone else. And it means that in actuality, 2 culprits it's stolen to my office tonight.
What do you mean 2?
It explains both why my shelves were disturbed twice and how there were 2 guns. Oh my gosh, it's literally a piano theme of Phoenix's, tell the truth theme. It's so cool. Mr. Portsman tricked Miss Bird and gained entry into my office.
Objection! Now you're just leading the argument. You still don't have an actual you still don't have any actual proof, you know.
If you could please go along with my hypothetical scenario for now, Mr. Portsman. In the end, if you really are innocent, you should have nothing to worry about. Now then, returning to my scenario, well, Mr. Portsman was out to steal something from me, which is why he checked my secret safe and ransacked my shelves. This is the first time.
So then, this would be when the files were put back in the wrong order, correct?
Correct. And then, just when he was about to look somewhere else, who should we walk in but his own partner, Mr. Faith?
So but why did Mr. Faith come into your room, sir?
He probably had business with Mr. Portsman, which is why he was in the area. But that's when he noticed some sounds coming from my office would be my guess.
No, because you were supposed to be away, right?
And he must have thought it was odd, so he came into the office to check it out.
Correct, and as a detective, that was the right thing to do.
But when he came in, he found his own partner standing there.
Because it was Mr. Portsman, Mr. Faith probably let his guard down. But Mr. Portsman was not so merciful as to let him leave alive. He waited for a chance and stole Mr. Faith's gun from him, and then... he killed him. He silenced Mr. Faith for catching him in the act of stealing.
Still a little...
This was the moment in which the first shot was fired, the one that landed in my files. Following that, Mr. Portsman wiped the gun down and left it behind as he made his exit. He could afford to do that because he had also left the fake dying message behind him.
Such a complicated troublemaker, you know that.
Well, if things were as simple as that, then all would be solved. However, there was yet another visitor to my room, and this is where it gets complicated.
It was another.
Visitor, sir.
Yes, and this other person's objective was to steal something from me. Now then, even after Mr. Portsman left, the door to my office remained unlocked. However, this new visitor had no way of knowing that, and so they stole the master key from the secret guard's room, and then security, my bad, and then entered my room and searched through my shelves. This was the second time they were disturbed, and it seems the thief found their prize.
Stolen an L file, right, sir?
Correct. Only just as the thief was about to leave with the file, I appeared. The thieves then threatened me with their own gun and made their escape. The second bullet was fired during that brief encounter.
So the shelves getting messed up twice, and the 2 bullets, was all because 2 different people were doing those things at 2 different times?
Precisely. So now do you see, Mr. Portsman? The person I met was just the thief and was not, in fact, Mr. Faith's killer. Your alibi for the time frame in which I ran into the other person is now irrelevant, because we now know that the murder took place during their first culprit's visit.
Objection! Objection! Oh, wait, why is my microphone reading? Okay, here we go.
What's up, funny pal?
Absolutely splendid. Your scenario explains everything.
Of course it does. It's Mr. Edgeworth, after all.
But you know, it still doesn't change the fact that it's all circumstantial.
Yeah, we gotta put some facts in there.
Supposing if, and that's a big if, your theory is right, it would indeed render my alibi, which has withstood scrutiny, mind you, irrelevant. But there is still one defining point of your argument for which you have no evidence. Your supposition. Is that right?
Supposition.
Your supposition that I was the first visitor.
Mr. Edgeworth, can't let him get away with that, sir.
But he has a point. I have absolutely no proof at this point.
Don't say that, sir.
I don't believe this. Don't worry, Maggie. I'll do something if I must.
You know something? I find your attitude to be somewhat peculiar, Mr. Edgeworth. If the person you met really was just a plain old thief, then why is the person not your main suspect? That is, if your theory is correct.
Alright.
That
Oh,
thief you ran into should be... Oh,
this is the Presto cross-examination theme.
nice.
Keep it going.
That thief you ran into should be your real suspect, don't you say? We should be out there looking for that thief right now. They might still be nearby. I hate to repeat myself, but as I've already said, I was training in my room. And when Jim came in to deliver the evidence to tell me, I was down at Criminal Affairs. So I can't be expected to know what... What? No! That doesn't lead up anything!
Keep it going. Keep it going. Can't.
Okay.
Don't lose character.
So I can't be expected to know what happened around here after I left.
I swear, the Presto theme is such a bop!
Yep.
So you think we
Jim?
should be out there looking for the thief?
Of course. Now, isn't the time to be having these dead-end discussions?
I don't think it's all dead-ended. I find your alibi to be fascinating. Let's continue where we left off, shall we? I know he was lying. I know he was here at the scene of the crime. I just have to find a way to prove it. Alright. Honestly, I think this is gonna be the final cross-examination, because this is the Presto theme, so... Okay, no more bopping. Let's go. Hold it! Hold it! Actually, no, I wouldn't.
Why not?
That's elementary. The dying message, of course. Mr. Faith's killers very clearly left those letters on the spines of those files, and it was after they were on there that the thief stole one of them.
You mean the old files, right?
And that's how we also know the letters themselves were a setup, and not from Mr. Faith. If the thief was the killer, do you think they would try to undermine themselves?
Maybe the killer just didn't think of that earlier. Yes, that must be it. Maybe just a maybe.
You don't need to.
Hold it! Hold it! Once escaped, I highly doubt a thief would linger nearby.
Well, you never know. Maybe they didn't get what they were really after.
Oh, you talk like you know quite a bit about this thief.
It's nothing like that. I have no idea about anything. After all,
Alright. Hold it! But according to Mr. Faith's note...
hold on. I thought we already cleared that up. Didn't we say that Jim left that note for me in the early evening? If you have proof that he left it at a different time, say just before he was murdered,
I don't have any, no.
you see? So I insist again that I was in my office the entire time.
Hold it! Why didn't you go there with Mr. Faith?
Ah, that's because he said he was tired and was going to take a quick nap. You know, those sofas in the hallways, he likes to sleep on those. It's one of his habits.
And what of the evidence he brought?
They were things related to yesterday's case. Just 2 items, a gun and a pendant.
Interesting. This piece of testimony seems too crucial to let slip through the cracks. Yep, that's contradicting the note.
Now can we use the note?
Yep, I'm gonna save just in case.
Yep.
Alright. Objection!
There we go.
Only 2 pieces? I believe the proper phrase here is, You fail. Oh.
Excuse me?
You fail as a prosecutor, Mr. Portsman, as you intend to keep evidence hidden from me.
What are you talking about? I haven't hidden anything from you.
Well, here's a piece I think you should read carefully. Ziggy?
It says Mr. Faith is bringing 3 pieces.
Yes, and this is the victim's real dying message to you, Mr. Portsman.
Can't believe to get tripped up by simple arithmetic. That's really.
Where is the missing piece of evidence?
Oh my god. It's.
You have it, don't you? Only the guilty would make such a face. Detective Gumshoe, you
don't have to say it, sir. I'll pat the guy down from head to toe.
Don't come any closer. One of you.
It's all part of the investigation. How? So don't even think about stopping me.
No.
Hey, what's this? He had this on him, sir.
Despite what you said, it would appear that you do have something to hide.
Why would he hide something like that?
There's only one reason why anyone would hide evidence of this caliber, because it would unequivocally point to that person himself as the real killer. Let's examine this videotape in a little more detail, for the section of the tape that will drive the last nail into his coffin. KG8. The
I don't know what the
KG8
KG8 incident is.
The KG8 incident?
That's a police case number, sir. Does that mean this video is evidence from that case?
Interesting. However, what's recorded on this isn't what's important right now. Let's give the casing a thorough once-over.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
what's up? Move it around a bit.
Blood.
Nah, that's ketchup.
That's blood, isn't it?
Yes, and I believe this is what the good prosecutor was trying to hide from us. This blood is still fresh.
You mean this might be Detective Faith's blood?
No, you got it all wrong.
No amount of denial can save you. We have but to run a blood test to find the truth. You told us that you had received evidence from the victim earlier. Now you will tell us when and how did the victim's blood find its way onto this video.
Yeah, it's totally suspicious.
Was it at the moment of his death? Did Detective Faith have this videotape on his personage when you killed him?
You know very well there's no way to prove that.
Not even if we were to examine this tape for fingerprints? If I had to take a guess, I'd say that the only ones on here would belong to the murderous you and Mr. Faith.
No, impossible.
Hey, he pulled a right.
He just ate his metal.
He ate metal and glass a little bit, I think. I don't know.
That was
He ate the body,
golden, no
too.
pun
Look at that.
intended.
Oh no, he ate the body.
The sportsman has been placed under arrest for the murder of Detective Buddy Faith, sir.
Very good.
And the results we got back from the lab techs on the tape turned out to be a real solid, sir. Blood work came back and it was definitely Mr. Faith's blood on there. And as a bonus, they were also able to lift a few of Mr. Faith's fingerprints as well.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Edgeworth. I still can't believe I got to see your cool production skills outside the courtroom. I'm impressed beyond words, sir.
It was nothing. I'm just sorry you got caught up in a murder in my office. Please accept my apologies.
It was nothing, really. Compared to what I've been through, I mean.
Oh good.
I consider myself lucky that it was only a burglar and a murder this time, sir. If it had been a hold-up or a hostage situation, I had thrown my hands up in the air. I think I'm finally rising up from a goddess of misfortune to just an unlucky person.
Something tells me we should have hired a different person for security detail.
You know something, sir? That Mr. Portman's man really was one corrupt prosecutor.
And why would you say he was corrupt?
Well, I heard that there were a number of suspicious things related to his court cases. There's even rumors about how some of the evidence he used is forged, sir.
Forged evidence, huh?
And they say that he even decided not to prosecute a few cases for some really vague reasons.
Oh, that guy was a complete disgrace the entire profession.
We never did get around to asking what his reason was for breaking into my office.
Yeah, whenever we got near that topic, he just clammed up.
Although we can be pretty certain that it was to steal something.
It's just between you and me, sir. There's a rumor that some sort of huge organization is involved behind the scenes.
Oh? Well, well. With Mr. Portsman not willing to divulge anything, it certainly lends credence to that rumor. It would seem that we haven't heard the last of this.
Oh, that Mr. Portsmouth is the bad guy?
I didn't say that, but rather that there are still many more mysteries for us to solve. For example, we still haven't figured out the significance of this piece of evidence. This, yeah, it has to be the file. Take that!
Yeah.
The person who stole this file, the other villain of the night.
Yeah, wonder who it was.
And what happened to the stolen pages? I wonder, who in the world was it that held me up at gunpoint? Oh,
Mr. Edgeworth, sir,
yes?
came across this while I was proceeding your office earlier, sir.
This card. This
Oh,
card.
yeah, sorry.
What? Babs,
Not another one. What is it, sir? Is that a bird or something on there?
it's not just any bird. It's the mark of the raven, a three-legged raven. Even you should know what this is, detective.
Oh, it's about that thing, isn't it? The great thief everyone's talking about?
Yes, it is the mark of the great thief Yatagarasu.
Ooh.
Under the mark of a legendary bird, the Yatagarasu is noble to the end, a modern Robin Hood. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagarasu appears and vanishes at will. Though we don't know much about this thief's ultimate goal, we do know the targets. The Yatagarasu likes to find and make public evidence of corrupt dealings and sorts. The theft is always performed in silence and always with perfection. Once a target is chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement is set forth. Instead, the chosen corporation is infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found is sent out to the mass media, along with this single card, although it has been a while since the Yatagarasu's last appearance. Pabs.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, look, something's written on the back.
What? Let me see.
It's the location of where the thief put the stolen files.
That literally looks like just that one language. I don't know. So the person who stole the contents of the file was the Yatagarasu? Yatagarasu. Organization. Quite a few keywords are popping up in this mystery. The murder in my office. The return of the great thief, Yatagarasu. Looking back, I can't say I didn't see these events coming, for they were heralded by the incidents that began to occur 2 days ago. Oh, so it's gonna be like it's gonna be like in like the next case is gonna be before this one, like in Justice for All, where because case 2 takes place before Reunion and Turnabout takes place before the Lost Turnabout, which is the first case of that game. Okay.
Well, I think this is literally just going to take place 2 days ago from this specific thing.
Wow. Okay. All right. Hello, Sparko. Welcome on into the stream, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Yes.
Get ready for TSA jokes.
I think we're gonna be ending this soon anyway.
Yeah, we
That's
are.
a good spot to stop anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. This was amazing. My first VTuber stream ever.
I'd say it went pretty well.
Yep.
It was great being here with the peeps there.
Yep.
And
it was great. It was
hanging out with
great.
It was really fun.
Okay, I'm just gonna make sure. I'm wondering if it has the same thing that Aha. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah, get ready for planes.
Oh,
and
stuff. I recognize that silhouette. We know who's gonna be coming back next time. So, with that said, thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. Let's find someone to raid.
And I'm gonna go take care of some last minute school stuff. So I'll be back later. Bye-bye.
Let's see who's live.
See ya.
Let's raid. Let's raid. I want to raid someone who I haven't raided before. Let's raid my buddy. Let's raid Ryokan Wolf, one of my good friends. Alright, anyways, I will be seeing you all next week, next stream with some more amazing stuff. Let's... Ryokan_Wolf. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll be back soon. Bye-bye.